This figure comes to us courtesy of AnimeExport.com, so be sure to check out their website as soon as this review is done. What's up guys, it's Chachi Power here for CollectionDX to do a review on Shikinami Asuka Langley. She's number 18 in the series of the Fraulein Revoltech. She's from Evangelion 2.0. She's sculpted by Inoki Tomohide. This is the box she comes in. Right now you just got the accessories here. I got her out of the box obviously. It's a standard Revoltech type box with all the different poses and whatever on the back. Once you pull the tray out, it's a standard Revoltech tray, vacuum formed, with the clear lid on top. You guys probably already checked out Josh B's review of the original release, number 003. We're going to check out and see if Kyoto's made the improvements that people complained about in the first release, so let's take a look. For starters, there was a complaint about the leg not being able to move up far. You see here, it's basically the same thing. You can't really bring the knee up, but you can kind of fake it if you turn the leg, you know, the joint, and then spin this around. You can kind of fake it, but it's not necessarily an improvement, it's just a way around that. If you look here in the waist, you won't see a seam line, but you'll see, you know, there's a lot of flex there and no seam. They've done a little soft PVC stomach, kind of cleans up this spot a bit. If you take a look out back here, you'll notice her hair is on Revoltech joints, allowing her hair to flow back, which gives her a lot more range of motion than normal. Another complaint about the first release was the lack of alternate faces. If you know Asuka Langley from Evangelion, if you watch that, you'll know that she's always making different faces, angry faces, surprise faces, and the first release didn't quite capture that. Fortunately, in this release, they have taken care of that. I'm going to show you that right now. The head is a multi-piece head. You can actually move these out of the way. What you do is you pop off her bangs here, and you're left with her standard face. It's just a little smiley face. And what you do is pop that off. Now we're going to put this face here, which is basically, I guess, a worried look. So I'm going to put that face on her first. You just put it on this red tab here, which is pressure fit. Just push that in there. Then grab the bangs, put them on, and you're all set. There she is with the worried look. Now, as most of us know, these are not faces that she had on all the time. 90% of the time she was angry or yelling. Luckily for us, they've included that face. So we'll go ahead and replace this one for the face we've all come to know and love. And that would be her angry face. It's kind of in the yelling mode there, with the tongue sticking out. And same thing, just pressure fit it here and put the bangs on. Now take a look at her face the way it is. When we put the bangs on, it kind of kills that whole angry look. Now it's, you know, I guess it's a sculpting detail there. You know, they made the bangs a little too long, but that's her angry face. You see her eyebrows very clear. Once you snap this on, eyebrows gone, not as mean looking. Now before we get to her accessories, I want to show you guys some articulation, starting from the top all the way down to her toes. So she's got these things here up top, they swivel about. Showed you her hair before, Revoltech joints, which is pretty cool. Actually, the sides aren't Revoltech joints, they're actually just tabs, but the center one is definitely a Revoltech round joint there. You have standard neck articulation, up, down, side to side, rotation. And what I like here is the shoulders have a back and forth movement here, which is pretty cool. She also has the swivel here, so you can bring her arms up. She's got an elbow that just goes back and forth, no side to side movement on the elbow. And the wrist. Now the hand is not on a regular Revoltech joint. It's actually tabbed into the side here. It's just a pin, a plastic pin, and a tab that fits right into her wrist here. Wrist piece snaps right in. And then we move to her waist, or actually her upper body here. There's a separation of this plastic piece right up top, which, take a close look. It actually really looks like she's stretching. What's really happening is this PVC part is just sliding underneath her chest. Then we got the movement right here, the center section with the lower half. Just normal, you know, this tends to pop out really easily. You might want to be careful with that when you're posing. No big deal, it just snaps back in. Get down to her hips, Revoltech joints. Now, to make her legs look clean, they sculpted the top here, which is really what's limiting the legs from going up. There's not much they could do there without making the figure have ugly gaps or a nasty looking butt. But it works. And we got the knees here, which swivel side to side up on this area here. Then we have her ankles and her feet. Same thing, standard Revoltech joints. And that's about it for the articulation. I think one of the things I don't like about this this figure is the fact that it doesn't like to stand up at all. You can get it to stand up if you mess around with it enough, but pretty much useless on its own. So they've included a stand. It's black plastic with her name at the bottom. You'll notice her name is Shikinami for Evangelion 2.0. They've changed the family name. This has a double jointed Revoltech joint up here, nice and ratchety, with a clear piece to hold her by the waist. Now, if you guys can get her to stand on your own, bless you. That's a great accomplishment, but I can't, so I use this stand here. The stand allows you to basically put her, actually without ripping her leg off, put her in you know, different poses, and you know, you don't have to worry about her toppling over. She comes with an assortment of hands. You got straight hands here, which have their own Revoltech joint, which is an actual Revoltech joint, unlike the standard hands. You got the open hands. You got this hand here in a slightly bent position. You have this hand here, which is her cell phone holding hand, which I'll show you guys in a second. You got her pointing hand. You got some fists and some assorted other hands that look like they're weapon holding hands. Unfortunately, this doll does not come with any weapons. I want to show you guys a cell phone holding hand. To use that, you want to take one of these hands, the ones that are straight out, and pull the joint off with the wrist piece. Then grab the cell phone holding hand, which is just this hand with a slight opening, and just pop the joint in there and remove the corresponding hand and insert the new hand. Then you'll want to grab the cell phone, which looks like a Motorola Razr from like 1982, and pop that in her hand, and her thumb conveniently goes right over the center button, which is pretty cool. It looks like she's actually using it. She can't quite put it up to her face, but you know, it's pretty cool. Next, we got the Asuka doll here. A lot of you guys probably know the story behind it. If not, look it up. It's pretty strange. She can actually hold this like a puppet. You're going to want to remove the hand and leave the Revoltech joint there sticking out, and you might want to remove the wrist piece. Gets a better fit. There's a hole right underneath the doll. Just pop it right in her butt there, and there she is playing with her puppet doll. Now, the last accessory bit I wanted to show you guys is this little mic piece, little mouthpiece, whatever, and it actually slots neatly right into this piece on her neck. It's a press fit also. Then she can scream and yell to whoever's on the other end. And that's pretty much it for the doll. Oh, look at that. I actually got it to stand without really trying. That's a first. Aside from all the stuff I've shown you guys, there's really not much else that comes with the kit. You get your 10 Revoltech point coin, so you can use it to buy nothing, and this little clear Revoltech joint box, which I really have no use for. But that's about it. If you guys are interested in picking up a figure of the bitchiest girl in anime, or one of the bitchiest girls in anime, this is definitely a good buy. If you can tolerate the lack of standing on its own, it's a pretty good piece. You can just put it on a stand. It looks great. But yeah, slight improvement over the original. Nice brighter colors, alternate faces. You got the PVC stomach here to clean things up a bit, make it look cooler when it moves. So that pretty much brings me to the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with more. Thanks for watching, guys. Just make sure to stop over at animeexport.com. They made this review possible for you guys, so go and check out what they got.